I was working overnights in a grocery store at the time, stocking groceries, and I'd gotten off from work, went home, took a nap, and about the time I was getting up from my nap, except one of my roommates, which was one of the girls that lived with us, she came in, she's like, "Have you ever heard of the Grateful Dead?" And I said, "Yeah, you haven't?" She said, "No." She said, "But there's these people coming in the store, these long hair, wearing these weird clothes and all. They seem so friendly and so nice and so cool. And they're talking about going to see the Grateful Dead tonight in Birmingham. And I was wondering what they were like." And I told her, I said, I told her about the Touch of Grey and Casey Jones and Truck. And I said, "Have you ever heard those songs?" She said, "I think maybe I have heard some of those songs." I said, "Well, that's what they're like." And she said, "Well, do y'all want to go?" And I was like, "Well, sure, I'll go if y'all want to go, if everybody else wants to go." And she called her boyfriend, who was one of our roommates, and another friend of hers, and got it arranged, and they all said they would go. So me and her went up to the Ticketmaster and got the tickets, and that's how it all started. And later on in the evening, we got there, and just the whole culture with the Deadheads and everything that was going on, it was like a big, massive party. Everybody was real warm and friendly. Everybody wanted to talk to you and get to know you and talk about your Grateful Dead experiences. And we're like, this is the first time we've ever seen them, so we don't really know what to expect. And we got in there, and as soon as they turned the lights down on and they opened up with "Feel Like a Stranger," I was hooked. Now, unfortunately, my roommates were not as impressed, but I knew it was just something. I fell in love, and I just hearing Jerry go into Sugary after that, it was just amazing. After that concert, I decided I was going to go out and buy some Grateful Dead CDs. I believe it was American Beauty and Dead Set, and I bought one of the Greatest Hits collections so I could have a good variety of stuff to listen to. And I found out after that, a friend of mine, well, not a friend of mine, a co-worker of mine, listened to the Grateful Dead and traveled around with them with his parents and all. And he's like, "Well, if you like the Grateful Dead, you need to go see them somewhere other than Birmingham, because Birmingham wasn't the best shows." It's like, well, if that wasn't one of their best shows, I'd love to see them in a real show. But unfortunately, I never got that chance. There's a lot of them I wish I had been to. I wish I had been to they just released the May of '77 box set. I wish I could have went to the Tuscaloosa show. And I've actually got one in my car stereo now. It's from the Omni in Atlanta in 1990. I wish I could have been to. I would love to have been at the last Chicago show that they played.
But at least you got to one.
Right, at least I got to one.